Hey guys, so today I have a birthday book haul that I have been waiting all day to share with you guys because it has made me really happy. A lot of these books are books that I've gotten really good recommendations on, such as the scary books I told you about in some of my other videos. And some of the items are just items that I'm really big on loving, like Alice in Wonderland and Nightmare Before Christmas, and pretty much anything by Tim Burton, because Tim Burton is an amazing director. So I have a lot of items to share with you. This is probably going to be quite a long video because I kind of wrote down a little bit of descriptions for each of the books so that if you were interested in reading them, you would know a little bit about them so that you could kind of make a better decision on whether or not you wanted to read it or not. But of course you can always look it up by the name and the author and read more about it, because I didn't write down like the whole descriptions because they're really long on Goodreads. So I did write down the names of the other books in the series if it was a series, so that way you would know how many there were for it. And another reason why I wanted to show you this book haul is because it is for my birthday today, but it was a used bookstore, which kind of like Second and Charles, but it's called McKay's. And I know that there are several in Tennessee, and I don't know where any more are at, but my fiance took me as a surprise 2 hours away from our hometown to get there. So I got a whole bunch of books, and I'm really excited to share them with you. So first ones I'm going to show you is this series. It's the Truth Witch, Wind Witch, and Blood Witch series. There's also another one that is called Sight Witch, and it is number 2.5 in the series. So the first one is Truth Witch, which is this one, and I got to take all the prices off of them, but I mean, I got these for a really good price, I think. This is a hardback, and it looks like it's in perfect condition, and it was only $8, but this is the first one. And then we have the Wind Witch, which I got this one for $10, and I had to get it in hardback too, just to match. And then the 2.5, 2.5 would be the Sight Witch, and then here is the Blood Witch, which is also in hardback. And it was $9.50. So I don't know why it's weird, like $8, $9.50, $10. And this one is about there's 3 empires that rule in this world. Everyone's born with a magical skill set, which is a witchery. 20-year truce and a century-long war is about to end. The balance of power will fall on 2 young women. They have to accept their fate. They have to accept themselves in order to survive. Okay, now the next one is this series by Jay Kristoff. He is a really popular author. He's got the Nevernight series, and there was another series, I can't remember what it was, but he's in another one as well. There was another, he does the Illuminati series, and there's another one where he does the book with another author, and it's got both of their names on it, and for the life of me, I can't think of what it is. I'm pretty sure I have the book as well. Oh, I guess Illuminati is him and the other one. Okay, anyway, this is LifeLock and Deviate. Now, LifeLock takes place in a floating junkyard under a radiation sky. There's deadly secrets, lies buried in the scrap. The main character is Eve. She discovers that she can destroy electronics with her mind. And her best friend, known as Lemon Fresh, and her robotic conscience Cricket travel to learn secrets of her past. It said something about her grandfather. The only thing keeping him from going to the grave is the credits that she just lost to some bookies for a robot that that she made that just lost in a robot war, I suppose. So now she's I guess she's going on a mission to save him, and it looked really good. And whenever I read it, I will let you know what I thought about it. But this one I paid $7, or my fiance paid $7 for this one, and this one was $9. And this one's a hardback. And these books are in really good condition. If you are close to a McKay's or close to the state of where you can go to McKay's, then I really suggest it, along with Second and Charles. Those are my two favorite bargain bookstores. They are really great. McKay's has CDs and Funko Pops, which I had to show you. This is one of the things I got there as well. I paid too much for that, so I'm not even gonna let you know how much I paid for that. Okay, the next book, which I thought was a heck of a steal, is Capturing the Devil by Carrie. I'm not going to pronounce her last name because I can't. I got it for $5. Like, this book just came out, published September 10th of this year, and it's $5 hardback. Like, is that not amazing? Because I'm like head over heels about it. This series, this is the 4th book. The first one is Stalking Jack the Ripper. The second one is Hunting Prince Dracula, and then Escaping from Houdini, and then Capturing the Devil. Now, the first book, if you don't know anything about the series, is inspired by the Ripper murders. 17-year-old Audrey Rose Wadsworth, she was born a Lord's daughter. She leads a forbidden secret life. She helps her uncle study forensic medicine, as well as they do the autopsies on the body. She goes with him to look at the scenes of the crimes. She ends up having like some kind of a colleague, Thomas Cresswell. The book is I've read the first one, and the only one I'm missing out of this series is the Escaping from Houdini, the third one. But I've read the first one, and it was kind of hard to grab my attention. I kind of struggled with it, but it was good. I'm willing to read the second one, unlike the Haunting of Sunshine Girl I told you about. I wasn't willing to read the second one of that, but this one I am willing to read the second one. And if I end up not liking the series, of course, I'll add it to my growing giveaway pile, which is over there on that trunk, minus the puzzles, of course, because I've got a knack for puzzles. I collect them. Okay, now the last book that I got from there is 3 that I forgot to mention that he gave me as gifts today. That didn't come from this thrift store, of this bargain bookstore. It came from Thrift Books instead. He ordered them online. And by the way, him doing that got me a free book. So I went on there and paid $1.08 for another hardback, and I can't wait for it to come in. And when it comes in, I'll do another video about another book haul, because I think I've got 4 more coming in. It's a problem. I need an intervention. The last one is Children of Eden. Now this seems pretty cool. This is the first one. There's the Elites of Eden, which is part 2, and the Rebels of Eden, which is part 3. And the very first line to the Goodreads description for book 1 is, "What would you do to survive if your very existence were illegal?" Rowan is a second child in a world where population control measures make her an outlaw marked for death. She won't ever be able to go to school, make friends. Apparently there is an eye implant of some sort that'll give her the mark of being a true Eden child. And the first line back here says, I've thought about going out so many times. And this book has an exclusive author letter inside as well. I only paid $5 for this one, so I was really happy about that. They had 2 other copies of this book, hardback there, but this one I saw had the sticker with the author letter, and I was like, yes, mine. And it is right here. So if you want to pause the video so you can read it, you'll be able to. Alright, now for the 3 that he got me, which is really funny what happened with this. He gave me these at midnight when it struck 11:11. And I just picked this one up to take with me on our trip. And it was a 2-hour trip there and then a 2-hour trip back. So 4 hours total. And I managed to read this out of the 3-hour mark. Like, I read it all the way there, and then I read it for an hour on the way back and finished it. It was like 279 pages. I don't know how fast anybody reads, but I don't know if that's fast or not, but I finished it. So I'm like currently reading 2 other books, and then I was like, oh, I think I can finish this one. I'm gonna take it with me. And I was. This one's called The Merciless, and it is by Danielle Vega. It's really shiny, so I don't know if you're able to see it very well. And in the back of it says, "Forgive us, Father, for we have sinned," which is a very catchy phrase in exorcism movies. Hint, hint. Still got the thrift books barcode on it. Okay, this book. It wasn't scary, but it was very gruesome, and it had a lot of gore in it because of, you know, like torture, what you have to do to torture somebody, and it gives you the details on the stuff like that. It even, in the very beginning, says for mature audiences only. Like, you open the book and this page says for mature audiences only, and it is very for mature audiences only, because that's some intense stuff, and it kind of made me cringe what was happening, but I wasn't like sucked into the character to make me think that I was viewing it all like in her shoes. So I kind of was like I'm wanting to say I was like a spectator over the whole thing instead of being pulled into her shoes and seeing it from her eyes like I was the main character. So it wasn't that intense for me. So there is, in this series, there is Merciless 1, Merciless 2, Exorcism of Sophia Flores, which Sophia Flores is the main character in this one. There is an exorcism in this one, but I really don't know if I want to... it's really hard to try to give descriptions on books. How about I just read you what is... I'll just put it right here, and you can read it. You can pause it and read it if you want to. That's what it's about. It's got this cool symbol on the front. It mentions this, it refers to this symbol in the book a lot. It's really tricky. Like, there was some stuff that happened, and I was like, oh, okay, I know who it is now. And then something else happened, and I was like, okay, now I don't know which one it is. And then it's like, okay, now it's definitely this other one. And it's like, no, it was really this one all along at the end. It's crazy. I can't wait to see what the other ones are like. It was, like Stalking Jack the Ripper. It was good. I'm definitely going to read the rest of the books just to see what they're like. I really like the edges on this one, just to be distracted for a second. They're like very uneven. I don't know if you can tell that, but I love it. Now the next one he got me is Wilder Girls, and just the cover's freaking awesome. If you don't like the cover, I don't know what to tell you. It says on the very front, they told us to wait and stay alive. This is a hardcover, and I think it's in pretty good condition. I mean, it was supposed to be brand new on there, but it kind of... I guess it's just got textures on the book sleeve part. But this book is 18 months ago, the Raxter School for Girls was put under quarantine. The tox, which is like the sickness or something, the disease, hit. The teachers died one by one. It started to infect the students, turning their bodies into strange and foreign things. They're cut off from the rest of the world and left to fend for themselves on their island home. They don't go outside the fence where the tox has made the woods wild and dangerous. They were promised a cure, so they had to stay there to stay alive. Now, there's more to this one because I didn't write it all down. It was really long. But it sounds really good. Like, one of her friends goes missing and she wants to do anything to find her, so she's got to leave. She's got to break the quarantine and brave the horrors that lie beyond the fence. She learns that there's more to their story, to their life at Raxter, than she could have ever thought true. So it's very intriguing. This right here was recommended to me as a scary read, so I can't wait to read it. It seems like it's going to be really good. Now, the last book that I have to show you is Sawkill Girls. This is the third one he got me. And this one is, it says, beware of the woods and the dark, dank deep. He'll follow you home and he won't let you sleep. There's 3 Sawkill girls and their stories come together on the island of Sawkill Rock. There's a legend of an insidious monster that's told around campfires and parties, and girls have been disappearing for decades, stolen away by a ravenous evil no one has dared to fight until now. I'm really excited to read this one. It was also recommended to me as a scary read, and I love the cover. I don't know why, but my book is a hardcover, and whenever I, of course, read all these, I'll definitely tell you about them. Now, this one and Wilder Girls are both standalones, so there's no series to them. Now, I already showed you my Treasure Cat Funko Pop, and I love Nightmare Before Christmas. As you can see, I don't know if I can zoom in on my phone. I cannot, but there's a mayor keychain right there from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I love it. I have something that I had to get from McKay's, and it is the mayor doll. How cool is this, right? And that's not even the cool part. Whenever I figured out, because I thought it was just the doll, right? And then my fiance handed it to me, and it was heavy on the bottom. And you know what heavy means? Heavy means batteries. She brought it out there to the car to me, and I'm just out there squealing in the parking lot like, oh my God. His head only spun when I got him. I didn't even know he sang until I saw his tag. Well, got home, was trying to figure out how to get him to sing, and I couldn't. Put new batteries in him. My fiance's pressing on his hand where it says to try me. He finally gets him to work, and I'm like, okay, I have got to include this in my video. If you love this doll as much as I do, let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up because I adore it. It is going to be portrayed back here on my shelf with the rest of my Nightmare Before Christmas goodies. I just love it. And if you have any of your own, I would love to see pictures. I do have an Instagram page. It's You, Me, and a Book to Read. You should go and give me a like and a follow. I post really pretty pictures of my books. I haven't done it in a while. Been on so much overtime from work. I'm trying to do more YouTube videos as I can. Definitely book hauls. Me buying more books gives me an excuse to make a video, so I make myself do it. So thanks for joining me today, and I hope you read any of these books that I've mentioned. And if you have, let me know how you liked them if I haven't already read them. So that it'll give me another reason to want to read them quicker, and then we can have something to talk about together. I would really enjoy that. Thank you.